Well, it's finally here. The big moment following the success of What the Helly, which I covered in the last video, has finally arrived in the form of the rapper's fourth studio album with a stacked feature list. And today we're gonna see if this album lived up to the hype. So without any further ado, let's get into it. The intro is the Birdman assisted Get the Picture, which if you've been following his discography ever since Welcome to Vulture Island, you would know that he's a prominent part of Rob 49's music. And this intro isn't personally for me, but I thought the intro for his last album was way stronger. The song itself is about his lifestyle and what he's on, so if you know you know. The next song, Blauazine, is about the early morning grind and sounding crack on them Blow X. It's solid at first, but then devolves into him doing his best Skrilla impression. That's what happens when you hang around him too much. What did you think would happen? Yeah, safe to say that this is another song that is not for me. Next song is Pack Flipper, and it's about him being able to run the trap by his own means. And sound-wise these songs are starting to blend in with each other. He also sounds like he has a lisp in the first verse, like what the hell is going on here. Next is Preach featuring YTB Fat. And yeah, most of these songs in the first half end up talking about the same shit, so I'm just gonna cut to the problems that I have with this song. Rob's performance isn't good and Fat sounds bored on this song. Next. Okay, as stupid as What the Hell he is, I get slight enjoyment from it off of how genius it actually is. The part where he name drops celebrities using this is something I don't think I could have ever came up with. And I gotta applaud him for this creative way to make a song. He's really taking the slang to the next level. Next is Swerve. Finally, a song I can actually call good on this album. The beat is hard as shit and Rob's actually going off, talking about him still being in the hood despite making it out. Then Swerve's verse is about him having motion and being on it grind. Both killed it in my opinion, and we need a collab album from them immediately because everything they dropped together is good. Even the song Added Up from 2022 was a hit. Pick Your Poison is a very unique concept I like. He's offering two choices to someone who may be miserable but figures they can be miserable in a nicer car, nicer city, in nicer clothing, with a nicer person and in a nicer house. Beats also hard and it pairs well with the intensity of the options. So Sexy is about a woman Rob finds very attractive. It has a verse from Sexy Red who's rapping in the perspective of the sexy woman who's into period sex. Personally I'm not, but I get it. Then YTB Fat is also on this song but starts it off by saying that he beats off to this woman's pictures on Instagram. Really? Yeah, no, it's personally a skip for me. Let another bangers after the track cause I need it after the questionable YTB Fat verse. Beat also goes hard and Rob slides. Enough said. Okay, now the album's going into a generic melodic direction. Great. He's talking to his mother about how he could have lost his life to the streets. Yeah, honestly. Don't say she didn't try to warn you. Less of this and more bangers please. Okay, that's more like it. Even though the sample may sound like it'll get annoying real fast, it matches the energy of the song well. And Quavo absolutely killed it on his verse. Back to painfully generic melodic shit. Yeah, Wake Me Up when the album gets interesting again. Intro and Polo G feature on the same song. Nope, still sleep. A Birdman appearance. Yep, that's real shit right there. I was expecting Brogalot back, and when he brought Birdman back for the second time. Beat goes hard and he's talking shit about others. Love to hear it. Okay, Meat Mill might not actually be washed this time around. Both locked and deliver on this song. Is Rob talking about the same shit he did last song? Supposedly. But is it fire? Supposedly. Actually no, supposedly, it is. Now we're getting the most standard Rob 49 songs there are. I don't know, this feels like a song he has definitely made before. We're going back into the melodic direction with the Friday feature. Okay, I'm sleep again. Nothing new, nothing interesting. Let's move on. Another melodic song. But this one's better, I will admit. He gets deep about how he almost didn't make it and what it costs to be in his current position. I mean, at least we got a good melodic song for once.
Nothing new, nothing interesting. Let's move on.
Pretty fun song. Both rep where they're from, and Wayne especially has a standout verse. Pretty vulgar song about having sex on top of money. A Cardi B feature is a turn-off for me, so it goes straight to skip land. Overall, this album was a lower hit to skip ratio for me. I thought his last album was more consistent with the bangers. But this album is more boring. Hate to say it, but it's true. I like the more turn-up songs on this album rather than the melodic songs, which really tells you how I feel about Rob singing. I genuinely don't enjoy it. This is kinda weak from him, so I'm giving this a 5.4 out of 10. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more unemployed content.